Hello, PV3 Nation. This is Prescott Van Meyer III. I am here with Wonder Boy Dalton.
Hello.
Dalton and I are once again bringing to you a podcast. We haven't figured out what it is yet. We are excited about it, though. I think it's going to really take off any one of these days once we start publishing them.
Yeah.
Have any of them been published?
I got to edit them. That's my bad.
No worries, Dalton. I believe in you. You are a bright young man with a bright future. This
That's
episode...
the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Well, I got it. I have one of those little rip calendars.
Yeah.
With, affirmative statements every day.
Thank you.
And that was the affirmative statement for me this morning, and so I gift it to you.
That's good. Thank you.
That's
I
what
appreciate
it is.
it.
Well, this episode is brought to you by Roasty Buds. Roasty Buds, the coffee spiced with different peppers. Are you in the mood for a spicy coffee in the morning? Well, then check out Roasty Buds. RoastyBuds.com, I believe so. I think it's just www.roastybuds.com.
Yeah, it's great with any sweeteners, anything, but
well, it's just a fantastic coffee. You've seen the videos.
It goes, whoo!
It does do that. Now, I will say this. I just tried their ghost pepper and pumpkin spice latte. It's a limited edition, so I doubt this episode will get out in time for people to get their hands on that limited edition.
Pumpkin spiciest.
Pumpkin spiciest is the name of it. Correct. It is layered with ghost peppers and pumpkin spices.
Really something else.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Had a really nice kick heat to it. Anyways, Roasty Buds is sponsoring this episode. Thank you so much, Roasty Buds.
Thank you.
They continue to sponsor and be a wonderful partner for this, for PV3 Nation and for myself.
Super fun, yeah.
So, Dalton, what's going on, man? How's life?
So, college, but finishing up what I can do.
Now, you're down to 4 credits this semester, right?
Yeah, I'm wrapping it out. And
taking the one class?
2.
It's 2 classes.
They're like partial credit ones because it's usually 3 credit each class, but these are like...
You're doing the 2 credit, the 8-week.
Yeah, one's online, so it's just like...
One quad, as I called it when I was in college.
Yeah.
They were quads.
But, mostly that and then just like messing around, seeing what the internet has to offer.
Seeing what the internet has to offer, boy.
I'm reading books.
That's a bit of a black hole right there.
What?
Speaking of black holes... I just want everyone to Google James Webb Telescope and all the wonderful images that is coming out. The pillars of creation, the Eagle Nebula, that infrared images is just, it'll break your heart, and it will be one of the more beautiful things you've seen today. If you haven't Googled it yet, I would check it out.
Did it bring up any memories for you?
It brought up memories of sleeping outside, looking up at the stars. It wasn't because, I was wanting to sleep outside. Chadwick had locked me out of the house. And Dad always got mad when I knocked on the door to try to be let back in. So I got used to it. I made it my own little treat.
Yeah. Be
out there in the backyard and stare up at the night sky.
Yeah, it's your canvas. You can.
Yeah. And I tell you, I got used to seeing where the thickest part of the Milky Way was. You know? I could search it out. I could find it pretty quickly.
Nice.
Once your eyes adjust to it. I had cat-like eyes.
That was the sound that eyeballs make when they dart around.
The sound of my eyeballs staring up at a night sky, finding the thickness of the Milky Way galaxy strewn across the heavens. Boy, those were my eyes. Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chadwick would not... I don't know how he did it so often, but he would always get me to go outside. I think one time was... I needed to make sure that the trash can lid was secured because of the raccoons in the neighborhood. I think another time was he told me that my bike tires had just been stolen. So I went out to go check, and they had been stolen. Oh. But he locked me out.
Yeah.
And then the next day, he gave me the tires back.
Oh.
So it was true what he told me.
That's a classic prank.
That's a classic Chadwick.
That's a good one.
I'm telling you, he was the king of those.
Yeah.
He would say, uh-oh, you've got a black eye. And I would say, no, I don't. And then he'd punch me right in the eye.
Yeah.
Say, now you do.
Dang.
Yeah. Didn't go cry to Dad, though.
Funny guy.
For him, he thought it was funny.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you got abused like that.
Looking back on it now, using the A word that you just used, I don't know if I'd use the A word quite so harshly, but it was a bit of the B word.
Brotherly love.
Bullying is what I was thinking. Not brotherly love. Yeah, bullying. Just straight up bullying. Those purple nurples, those nipple twisters, boy. He doesn't do them much just because he doesn't like to spend much time with me. But he did it at my wedding. Boy, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah. No, I was bleeding a little. Just on my right nipple.
And
left nipple.
Did it go through the...
Tuxedo shirt. Yes, I had to buy that tuxedo shirt. I could not return it.
Is it in your closet somewhere with or in your trunk really, with the red stain still? Or
I'm sure it's still in storage at Abby's place.
Oh.
At previous Van Meyer.
I mean,
estate.
20 years down the road when you have a museum or something, that'd be a great centerpiece in a room.
The red nipple wedding shirt.
Yeah, that could be a collector's item.
Yeah. I had my own red wedding that day.
Red nipple.
Red nipple wedding.
Yeah.
That's what it is for Prescott Van Meyer. I know red wedding means something different to other people, but I make that reference because for Halloween this year, if you haven't seen the video yet, I am a Targaryen.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm riding a dragon.
That's
Made me feel
a
good.
cool, yeah.
I haven't felt that powerful and kingly and, well, just high status in a long time.
If you ran into Abby wearing that costume, what would you say, like, Dracarys, or what would you do?
Absolutely not.
No.
I would not
That would
flame
be
Abby
funny.
to death. That would not be funny at all.
Okay, then what?
Take it back.
I take it back. What would you do?
Abby potentially needs a stern talking to. I don't know if she needs to be roasted alive by a full-grown dragon.
I don't know. She doesn't treat you too good, so.
No.
But maybe not the dragon. That's probably too far.
I do need to get her alimony in the mail pretty soon.
Okay.
So I will need to go back out and get some. Boy, they make it hard to recycle cans these days. Used to be you could go find some recycled cans and make a little bit of money, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I have
not
a
anymore.
recycling bin.
Because if the cans are dirty at all, they won't take them.
No.
We're not gonna pay you
How
for
much
the dirt.
do you get?
My best day, I made $23.
What'd you do with it?
Well, it went to a money order for alimony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, speaking of good deals, though,
Yes.
we
oh my
found
gosh.
ourselves a hell of a deal today.
Holy cow.
And I got to say, I don't know how we got our hands on this.
No.
This is a 2009 Estate Zinfandel from Jason Stevens in Santa Clara Valley.
2009 in the back of the bodega.
Is Santa Clara Valley known for its Zinfandels? No, it is not. Is it known for its good wines? Again, no.
Mm-mm.
Is it known for making some wines and putting that wine in bottles and selling it to people? It's not known for it, but they do it.
It's on the list.
It's on the list of things that they do,
Right.
that they are approved in commerce.
But I think at the top of their list is stashing away little treasures in gas station markets, bodegas.
Well, you were with me, Dalton.
It
So
hid for 13 years.
this hid for 13 years. The dust on it
Dusty.
was a bit asbestos-like, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Felt a little dangerous.
Yeah, and you got pretty upset at the guy working there because
I wanted to dust it off outside.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to be in a open area
Right, 'cause
to get
that's
the dust
dangerous.
off of that. You know, dust, I don't know if you are aware of this, is about 85% dead human skin and residue.
Ooh.
Who knows whose skin was on that
Yeah.
wine bottle over the past 13
He
years.
just dusted it. Which
So,
is nice.
$3.99.
$3.99.
We need to do another edition of $5 deals.
$3.99 from 2009.
From 2009, $3.99 with taxes came out to $4.32, and I think we got to open this up.
Let's do it.
13 years old, Zinfandel, $4. My concern is we're about to drink some vinegar. But
Yeah.
again, we're going to give you the tasty notes. Can you hand me the bottle opener? Let me
Here
get
you
this.
go.
Let me get this set up.
And when I looked up to see if it was safe to drink a 13-year-old Zinfandel, I looked up 13-year-old Zinfandel, and there's a pug named Zinfandel that was 13 years old that someone was showing off on Pinterest.
Right. Probably not the same.
No, probably not. But I just thought that was an interesting coinkydink.
That is a very soft cork.
Is it gonna break?
Oh my god.
It's just gonna turn into dust.
I'm not sure the cork is gonna.
I'm not feeling too well, Mr. Stark. Oh, never mind.
Very slow. Very, very slow. I don't think it's gonna pop. Oh my god.
We lost a chunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send that through.
Poking a little bit of the cork.
Let me get a strainer since we have some corkage.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, pow was the #1 song of 2009 when this wine was made. That's Dalton's Fast Facts for the day.
All right, we've got through the corkage. Now, I am using my stainless steel coffee filter, but I actually think there's no way it's going to make the flavor worse. It is a blood red color. It is certainly the color of Zinfandel. Definitely got cork flying all over it. What a find.
I think we're the chosen ones.
I'm not sure anyone ever bought a bottle of this wine in 2009 or 2010. We are filtering the wine.
It's like kind of orange.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's certainly interesting. All right, let's get this.
There.
All right.
Thank you.
I am ready to expel this from my mouth.
Cheers. Let's do a little.
Well, it smells wine-ish.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trained in this, so I'm going to let you take it.
Doesn't taste... doesn't smell terrible.
Mm-mm.
Very acidic. Very, very spicy.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's give it a taste.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Woo. It started to turn.
Is this okay to drink?
I don't think we'll die.
Or is this too high class for us and our palates can't handle it?
Because
it's
Dalton,
vintage.
this is definitely not too high class.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and give you that
I don't
bit of
know.
advice. I am just shocked that we found I might go back and buy the remaining. I might go back and buy the remaining 10 bottles he had there.
Because they're good?
I am sure I could get on eBay.
Or to save people's lives?
I'm honestly thinking of getting on eBay and selling a 2009 vintage
Okay.
and just seeing what sort of suckers. That's how bad
Yeah.
I need the alimony money right now.
You know what? One of my grandpas has a wine cellar, and he likes vintage wines and stuff. I can probably sell it to him.
I mean, if I can sell them all for $4.99 a bottle,
Oh, yeah. That's a profit.
it's $10. That's half a day
What?
of collecting recycled, cans.
So what are you getting from this? Or who would be drinking this maybe?
Well, I would certainly tell you the person drinking this is someone who is uneducated about wines and thinks that just because it's old, it's good.
Yeah. So me?
So Dalton, yeah.
Yeah. I think that this would definitely be a purchase that someone who isn't looking at the labels
Yep.
would buy, or who is buying it, like you said, because it's vintage.
Yep.
And they see 2009 and they're like, oh my gosh.
So this is actually a really good example that you can see. You can just see how I opened it, how the corkscrew went through the cork like butter. There was nothing firm about it. This is actually a really good argument for the synthetic corks. Australia was very popular for doing. And also just your twist caps. As long as they are sealed tight and you have a really nice nitrogen seal there,
Yeah.
then that actually does a much better job of protecting the wine than some of these, corks that, it's corked, therefore it's, classier. Well, standing upright, obviously it loses air. It loses alcohol, so it's going to lose a little bit of that vibrancy. And it's not going to help the age of the wine.
Do you think there could be like little sea monkeys in it? Sea
I
monkey
don't
toys?
think there's anything alive
Okay, that's good.
in that wine. I
Okay,
think
I feel
everything. I think everything in that bottle is definitely sterile.
Amoebas.
Yeah,
That's good.
I would be interested to know what the alcohol content was after 12 years, because they were having that bottle stand upright. I mean, they were
Does
not.
it go up or down?
Well, you want it on its side because
Oh,
what you
yeah,
actually want the cork to have on the end that's connected with the wine. You actually want it to be moist, because what that does is that obviously it fills in the gaps and the cork expands. So dry cork, will fall apart, will crumble, will lose its integrity, and that's why you want to store the bottle on the side.
So is the alcohol content going up or down?
I would expect it to be going down. I would expect because alcohol does evaporate. So
Is it kind of like the worms in
tequila?
Yeah, with the cork, if we ate it, does it have all the evaporated
Would you have some
alcohol?
hallucination? I don't think so. I don't think the alcohol content of the cork really has much to say.
Okay.
That is a very
Yeah.
I think $3.99 is too much for that.
Yeah, I don't have a process of
I'm very
pricing
tempted to
things.
go purchase the rest of those bottles and just see what sort of a
Yeah.
deal I can get for
I
them.
think that'd be kind of funny.
I would be honest. I would say poorly stored.
Yeah, you should tell the person working there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, to the gut.
You know what I could do?
What could you do?
I'm having a little bit of a nasty thought here.
Okay.
I can go buy it. I can ask him to put $79.99 with his little sticker gun on the bottle and gift that to Chadwick. He's
Yeah,
got a
there you go.
November birthday coming up.
Okay.
That actually might be what I do.
That's a good idea.
Like, can you get your little sticker gun out and put $79.99 on it?
Or we can get a sticker gun.
I'm going to ask him. I don't have a lot of money right now to buy a sticker gun.
Imagine all the pranks.
Oh, All the wine pranks.
Or just pranks. You can sticker gun anything.
Well, we weren't able, due to traffic, we weren't able to go to my favorite bodega down the street. We had to go to one that's a little bit closer, and their wine selection is diminished
Yeah.
and sadder than my
your
favorite
fault?
bodega. It's not my fault.
Okay.
I've actually been to that store a few times. We wanted to do a snack episode there, and they did not let us.
Mm-hmm.
We were not allowed. You don't have to keep drinking it.
Why did I do that?
I don't know. It was in front of you, and you're like, am I being polite? I'm wondering if I should have had like a charcuterie out or something.
Ooh, that would have been nice.
It would have been, well, not with this wine.
No.
It would have been wasted on us.
So, the PV3 Nation
We did ask PV3 Nation.
voted
They voted.
on what they would like to hear us, mainly you, I'm kind of just here, talk about. I'll do the top 3 just to be like, oh, drum roll.
Gotcha.
Okay. In third place, Abby at 16%. Next, we had booze and snack pairings at 20%. And finally, the winner and what we'll be talking about today, the geopolitical situation in Europe during the 19th century.
Boy, what a conundrum there. The creation of the nation state, the collapse of the French monarchy, the eruption of modern day democracy across the entire landscape, and the industrialization of large swaths of populations, such that it changed not only the trajectory of war and how people lived, but we are still dealing with the consequences today of a lot of things that happened during that time. What a rich, rich history. I will say that I did get a text from Abby last week saying that she was looking forward to the holidays because she's going to Switzerland.
Oh, there
And
you go.
she just wanted to tell me that she's looking forward to that.
Well, that's nice.
And I asked her what holiday, and she said, no, it's a Liberation Day in the Maldives. So I'm just going to go celebrate that in Switzerland.
What's that? What do you do then?
I think they just celebrate their liberation.
Oh.
And Abby decided that that's something she was going to celebrate as well
That sounds fun.
by going to Switzerland.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was a nice check-in at first, but it seems like she's rubbing your face in it a bit.
seems like she's letting me know how she's spending my money.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Well, sorry, legally her money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have to send it to her, so it is technically her money.
In 19th century Europe, my question for you is who would you, from that century, who would you hang out with? If you could hang out with anybody during that time.
Who would I hang out with during that time?
Who would you hang out with, and what would you show them from our current time?
Oh, so I get to show them something.
Yeah, you get to bring something, but you have to go back to talk to them.
You know, the only thing I can think of is that wonderful scene in Doctor Who where Vincent van Gogh is brought from the past into the future
Ooh.
to see his is he at the Louvre? Or is he
don't know.
he's at one of the big fancy museums. And a small issue I have with this particular scene, they just seem to have Van Gogh's paintings on the wall, just fully displayed. People can just walk by it and touch it as close as
a
I can touch
painter?
these bag of Doritos.
What did he paint?
Well, he painted some self-portraits. Obviously, most famous, he painted Starry Night.
Van Gogh?
Yeah, Van Gogh, yes.
Van Gogh?
Yes, that's how you
Like Jared
pronounce it.
Goff?
Yes, that's how you pronounce it.
Oh. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about someone else entirely.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, a lot of people do call him Van Gogh.
He's cool.
Pronounced Van Gogh.
Cut off his ear?
He did cut off his ear.
Nice.
He also had a little bit of an issue wanting to marry the cousin, 14-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
Him and Charlie Chaplin.
What?
Charlie Chaplin had it bad for his 14-year-old cousin.
That's
tough.
That's not good.
It's easy to forget how weird humanity can get.
Yeah.
But the person I would most want to...
Geopolitical, 19th century.
I know it. I mean, I could say a very young Winston Churchill, but he was definitely a boy
Okay.
at the end of the 19th century.
Well, then what would you bring to show them that would just like blow their mind, or you're just like, hey, this is cool? Would you bring Doritos to say like, whoa, this is what industrialization is going to lead to?
Okay, so I think I would want to sit down. Well, I'm trying to keep it Eurocentric is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Which is difficult
Yeah.
because it's not a great century.
Thought you were a Francophile.
Well, if I said Marie Antoinette, or Robichaud, or any other host of villainous French people from that time period, they were the ones who got the guillotine.
Oh.
So maybe I would want to sit down with good old Charles Dickens.
Okay.
Well, snacking. I'm going to see if these Doritos do anything to this Jason Stevens 2019 Estate Zinfandel.
Yeah. I'm just letting it soak in my stomach and see if it goes away. Chip.
So I'm going to do a chip. Sprig of wine.
I feel like Doritos can go with anything.
One would think.
Not this.
Not this.
No. Yeah, I think it's tough because we were so excited.
We thought we had really found a jewel.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen.
No. That's tough.
All right, folks. Well, we are going into the end of this podcast. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Was it Dalton and I's best work? I don't know.
No. It's the Zinfandel.
That really put a hole in our boat.
Yeah, that made me unhappy. What do you do when you're unhappy to get happy? To make yourself happier?
I play Fortnite.
Ooh.
I do.
Yeah, you're getting better.
I am.
Yeah.
I won a battle royale, and I went into the next round with my victory crown.
Yeah.
And I lost it almost immediately.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. You'll never forget your first victory royale. As a man, that's the biggest step in your life, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
I remember I went to visit Chadwick, and he had an old Nintendo Switch, and he let me download Fortnite on it.
Whoa.
And I had to come up with a new account.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to log into my account. So I started with a new account. So I started level 1.
Okay.
So it put me in there with all the other level 1 people.
Yeah.
And I dominated.
Yeah. I think the average age of that lobby is like 9.
No. 9-year-olds destroy me.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely not.
6?
I would say 6 or 7. I've definitely been on the chat line with some 6 and 7-year-olds, and it's a cry for help. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. They have a tough time winning those doubles though. The problem now is I get my character up level too high, so now I'm competing with the other people who have that
They're
level,
good.
and they're better. They're better than me.
Yeah. Cut from a different cloth.
Mm-hmm.
We got to hustle for money.
Yep.
And my money is trying to start streaming, so it's not really.
We should start streaming.
But I'm like, I'm fine.
Let me ask people on this: Would they enjoy watching Dalton and Prescott stream Fortnite?
Yeah.
We could probably get 6 or 7 people watching us.
I think that's huge. And I think another question I have is, what does everyone want to see or hear us do here on the
Absolutely.
podcast?
We need some direction.
We got some ideas.
We have some ideas. We want to get that going. And, yeah, we will do that in future
I
episodes.
want to hear what you guys have to say.
Well, thanks so much, PV3 Nation. That's it for us today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself listening to us really just be absolutely assaulted by this wine.
That
this
was fun.
That was difficult.
Okay, so on a scale,
Price gun.
any rating, what are you giving it?
I hesitate. I would think in 2009, in the bottle, it was going to top off at like a 13.
Oh, wow.
So I would say years later, it's probably going to just
It's been
spiraled.
13 years.
It's been 13
so it's
years.
Just a 0.
I think it's just a 0.
Takes it down 1 every year.
I think it's. I think by opening it up, by letting all the alcohol
This is
evaporate.
Pandora's box. We
Well,
opened.
I think we're just going to, by noon tomorrow, we're just going to have a big old bottle of
Yeah.
red wine vinegar right there.
And it's like when you open a sarcophagus and all the evil ghosts and stuff come out.
Keep track of all the things that happen in your life over the next week, Dalton, that
Yeah.
seem unfair.
I'll keep a log.
That seem like karma is maybe taking a little. It might be a curse.
Yeah.
It might be an ancient Jason Stevens curse.
Maybe I'll lose a toe.
From Santa Clara Valley.
Yeah.
Not too far away from, Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Where all the big tech companies are.
Yeah.
Wondering if the grapes maybe got some runoff.
And maybe
processors.
the evil ghosts now inhabit the AI and stuff they're making in Silicon Valley, and now we're going to have a Terminator situation.
I do not feel good. I don't know if I want to puke or just have real explosive diarrhea.
I feel warm.
I don't know if I want to take a hot bath or a warm shower.
Or an ice bath.
Maybe a cold shower to just keep this.
You have the bathtub filled with warm water and do cold shower
Yeah.
while it's, yeah.
Yeah, I can do
Best
that.
of both worlds.
A little bit of stomach sounds there.
Not too much.
Not too impressive.
Yeah, that small stomach sound is how I'm feeling about the Zinfandel. That's what I'll give it.
Boy, that knocked me down a peg or two.
Yeah, well,
Feeling like I just found a dead baby raccoon in my fridge.
Christ. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, yeah. Chadwick used to always put dead raccoons in the fridge for me to see because I was always the first one up to start making breakfast for everyone. He would have the dead raccoon.
What'd you make?
Well, I wouldn't make dead raccoon.
That would be funny.
I took that dead raccoon out and I gave him a proper burial.
Oh, that's good.
Among all the other dead raccoons. And I don't know where Chadwick was finding them.
It sounds nefarious if he has a lot of baby raccoons ready to be put in a fridge.
Yeah, I don't know where his speed dial was for finding them.
He had
But
a
to be honest, it's a little impressive.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
honestly, that's...
that lets you know that he was already thinking ahead.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Well, for my father, obviously, he started off with his black coffee and brandy. And he would have some buttered toast.
Buttered toast.
Yep. Lots of butter, but he didn't want to see it. So I had to make sure that the butter was melted and then basically brush it on. Yeah. With the brush that you would have on the toast. Because he didn't want to see any butter.
That's a thing?
For some reason, that grossed him out. Yeah.
Toast brush?
Well, for like your barbecue sauces. Yeah, your culinary brush.
I don't know much about cooking.
Okay, so there's a culinary brush that you can have, and that allows you to maybe like brush things as they're roasting in the oven or barbecue sauce on the grill.
That makes sense.
Or egg wash.
Ketchup.
If you're
mustard.
No, you don't. No, it's mostly for baking, making sure you have like an even coat upon the
mayonnaise on a sandwich.
You would just use a knife for that. I think you would just use a knife.
Yeah.
I don't know if your culinary brush you'd want to like dip that in too much ketchup and mayonnaise.
Okay, fine.
The point is though, so that's how he wanted his toast and brandy.
Gotcha.
And I would make Chadwick an assortment of delicacies because he was always quite ravenous when he woke up.
I was a cinnamon Pop-Tarts guy.
Cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Well, we all know the greatest cereal ever created, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Close second, Rice Krispies, the marshmallow treats one.
I've been liking Chex cereal.
Chex, man, that
chocolate ones.
What's funny to me is the honey nut Cheerios. If you have the milk nice and cold, top tier.
Come on.
Top tier.
Come on.
Once that milk starts getting a little warm, a little room temperature, losing it.
Soggy like the cork.
But nice cold milk, Honey Nut Cheerios, it's a winner.
Cold milk.
Absolute winner. I would just get the regular Cheerios. They never got me Honey Nut.
No.
I'd have to pour.
Those are the ones for cholesterol.
Pour honey on it.
For good cholesterol, right?
I guess so.
I don't know.
Well,
I just remember ads when I was a kid.
Because of the whole grain.
I don't know. Also
just saying a little bit of fiber in there.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, PV.
The Zinfandel has, we're being...
Yeah.
There's something in us.
We're losing our spirits.
There's a demon.
All right, PV3 Nation. Thanks so much for joining us. We are hoping to take this podcast to the next level, and we'll see you on the next episode of PV3 Nation.
Bye-bye.